Hey, Cody Owen with the Lightspeed Social Agency YouTube channel. I want to talk to you today about growing your lawn care and landscaping business to $1 million plus in revenue while handling all of your marketing in-house. Now, that can sound crazy, and I've worked with a lot of companies to get them over that $1 million mark coming in as an agency. But if you are at the $100, $200, $300,000 revenue point, it can be really hard to you're ready for marketing to be like the jet fuel. You're ready to have the ad spend, but it can be like, well, we can't afford the ad spend and the cost of an agency, right? If you're looking at spending several $1,000s a month, you'd rather put that all into ad spend and all into getting door hangers, flyers, all of those things that you could be spending that money on that you would be funneling into an agency. So all over YouTube and the podcast space, there are people like me who run marketing agencies, whether it's directly working with the lawn care industry or working more broadly in the service industry, or just like, Neil Patel and those kind of guys who are just giving you like general marketing advice. There's a lot of people providing knowledge, but no one is providing tools directly to our industry. So as I was thinking about starting my own lawn care business, which if you haven't seen that video from a couple weeks ago, it'll be linked up in, I think it's actually this corner. I'll just point it both. We pointed it both. So if you haven't seen that, I talk a little bit about the thought process there as I've worked in spaces adjacent to the green industry for so long. I just really, the timing was right for me and a couple of local partners to jump in on that. But as I was thinking about that business and needing to streamline some processes marketing wise for it, I realized that, a startup lawn care business and even a smaller maintenance business doesn't need the full services of what like Lightspeed brings to bear on a business. If you've heard me talk recently, I spoke in person at a couple of events. I've done some podcast interviews where I've gone over this idea. We've got these 5 pieces of a marketing system that we need to have in place in any lawn care business to begin to scale it. You can like white knuckle and grit your teeth and just like brute force your way to like $100, $200, $300,000 a year without having all of these things in place. But you're going to have pain points that really center on one or more of these things if they're not taken care of adequately. So talked about this a lot, but we've got like your website needs to be optimized for conversions. We need to be dominating local SEO in a couple of specific ways. I've talked through all of this elsewhere, so I'm not going to like deep dive on it here. We want to have digital ads and our organic posting taken care of. We want to be thinking about strategic retargeting and upselling. So we want to convert more leads. We're doing that by getting back in front of them in the most cost-effective way. And that's generally running Facebook ads at our website traffic. We want to make sure that we're making all of our customers aware of every service we provide, not just the one that they pay us for. Right? So if they pay for maintenance and they don't know that you provide weed and fert services, they can't convert themselves into weed and fert clients, right? So we want to make sure we're sending emails to make them aware of that. And then we want to have a stream of referrals. We want to be sure that we're getting reviews all the time, consistently and frequently. That's going to help us win Google's local SEO game to be the top of the Google Map pack. So we want to make sure that we are requesting reviews often. That's going to head off bad experiences that people are having. If a maintenance customer has a tiny complaint, but it doesn't feel like worth it to call, but you reach out for feedback via email, that gives them an opportunity to raise their hand and point out the problem they're having without having to feel like they're, being a Karen or taking time out of their day to do it, because you provided the venue for that feedback and you got to fix it before they canceled without telling you why. So we want to get all 5 of those things in your business in as streamlined and efficient a way as possible. And the way that I think is the best way to do that is to provide a bunch of the things that are difficult for a local lawn care business to do themselves. Whether you're the business owner or the office manager is going to be handling your ads, or you hired kind of an entry-level person. There's a large part of what marketing is for a lawn care business. I can teach you how to do the rote steps, but the creative side of it is a lot harder. Writing sales copy is difficult. creating the videos that attach to your ads, that's difficult to get right. So what I wanted to do for what I'm calling Lightspeed Plus is I wanted to package all of those things every month that are seasonally relevant, that help you get a jump on your organic posting, that give you the ad copy you need for the services that are happening now. I want to package that all together, one cost to you, that's delivered right to your door. You are ready to rock and roll. So we have a template for flyers and leave behinds that you'll be able to customize and use. We have emails that we're writing for services every month. So when it's time for mowing and maintenance to be advertised here in February, March, we're launching February 1. You will get everything you need to advertise regular mowing, weed and fert, mulch, anything that is seasonally relevant to the spring. We're going to be rolling out each month. We're going to have ad copy in there, creative, everything that you need. That is the challenging part, the part that you would need to hire an agency for. We're trying to give you a template to work from, whether that means that you'll customize it a little bit or just run with it as is. That is going to be just a game changer for lawn care businesses. We don't want you to look like you aren't working with professionals, right? We want your ad creative to look as good as $1 million company in your market. And the way that I can do that is by using all of the skills I have from working with those $1 million companies and put it in a package that is affordable for all of the smaller lawn care businesses, myself included. As I'm starting out here, I don't need all of the time and effort that a normal Lightspeed client would get. You know, we have certain needs and I'm trying to meet them in the package way. So I'm going to be using Lightspeed Plus to run my lawn care business's marketing side. So I will not be treating them like a $1 million company because they don't need to be treated like a $1 million company yet. They need to be treated like the size they are and give them the resources that they need to grow and scale into being a big player in our market. So we've talked about that you'll get customizable ad creative. You'll get copy and paste upsell emails for services. And this is going to be a very engaged community. This gives you a direct line to me. No one can sign up for Lightspeed Plus without meeting with me first. So we'll have a one-on-one chat. And I want to make sure that, hey, is this going to work for your business? If you are, predominantly irrigation, this is probably not going to be a great fit for you. So I want to head that off at the pass, talk to you, see what you need. But that also means that the door is open, right? So if you're looking at the lineup for April and you don't see a service that you provide, it might just be that I didn't think about it. I live in Texas. I think my brain is going to be pretty focused on services that are standard here in suburban Texas. And I can miss something that's super relevant to someone in the Northeast. And you're going to have my, I'm providing the support for all of Lightspeed Plus right now. So you send an email to me and let me know, hey, this is what I'm looking at. And I'll be able to get that added for you custom. So this is almost the beta year for Lightspeed Plus. Now, I think that it's going to be a very quality product. It's going to get you a lot of leads and going to help you have systems around your marketing that you can implement to grow your business. But I want to hear from you. I want to know how things are going, and I want to provide better product as we're working together. So subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're not already, to make sure that you hear about updates to Lightspeed Plus. But if you are interested in being one of the first people to try this out, if you've wanted to work with Lightspeed in the past, but maybe you've gotten a quote and it wasn't the right time for your budget, but you know that you have the ad spend dollars there to run digital ads, there's going to be a link down below to a landing page on my website with a little more information about Lightspeed Plus. It's going to cost $100 a month. This is not a huge investment. That is not necessarily a permanent price, but it is the price that I think will work to get some people in the door so that we can, figure this out together. I've got everything lined up for February and I'm working on March now, but I want to get feedback from hey, does this delivery method work for you? Does this make sense? So schedule one of those consultations with me through that page and we will be able to go from there. I'm really, really excited about this. I think that it's going to be a huge boon to the industry. to be able to get some of those smaller businesses, the toys and the guns that the big guys are playing with. So this is going to be really, really good stuff for your business. I want this to be as close to sourcing your marketing department as possible, with all of the things that are super difficult to do on your own. And if you're coming in the first like dozen people who sign up for this program, you're going to have a real opportunity to shape it to your business. And that will hopefully mean that you get to stick around for a lot longer than when you might need to hire an agency in any other program like this. So each month, I'm going to update that platform with seasonally appropriate services. We're going to iterate designs and templates to get better stuff. Go ahead and schedule that marketing analysis with me, and we'll see if you are a good fit for the software. And I just appreciate you giving it a chance, and we'll see what we can do this spring together. All right. Hey, I will see you next week.